You know, I always get in the groove with that song, and I think Mark does that on purpose. He does that just to get me excited.
It's a good song because it's the default song on the board. It's great.
It's always, we're very uncreative people here at Exotic Car Hacks, so we try our hardest to find very generic noises.
Just lean into it, just full generic stuff.
But last week we covered Pootie Tang, which was
pretty
important. Good. So this week we have a lot to cover.
Yeah, I think it was Car Week.
It was Car Week, and it was a good Car Week.
Very good car week.
You were there.
Yes, I was.
I'm never invited because I'm an asshole.
They said that when I got there.
Oh, did you?
They're like, do you work for PJ?
Yeah.
You can't come in. I was like, oh.
It's very difficult, huh? It's very difficult to be in the car space when people hate you because you won't buy into the rest of sucking dick and making everything feel
That's what Car Week is, a whole big cocksucking party.
So we got a lot to talk about Car Week, but before we do, there's two key things I want to say. Yeah. The first one is, we were talking about this earlier, and I find that to be very bizarre, but last week we talked about Miami and how crazy he was. So there's this thing going around that basically says that a man has to make X amount of money in order to basically be attractive to women.
Correct.
Right? So if you make like $100,000 a month.
6 figures.
Well, no, 6 figures a month. Let's just go next level. A month. Yeah.
Jesus.
I know, it's crazy, right? 6 figures a month. Yeah. So women want a guy that's like 7 foot tall. So, blah, blah, blah.
9 feet tall. Yeah, exactly. $9 billion a year.
14-inch cock, all of it. So, I know. And it's very difficult when you're not a colored person,
To explain a 14-inch cock?
Is that politically correct? A colored person? Because, Chinese people are technically yellow and black people are technically black.
Color just everybody. Brown people.
All right. So, but brown people don't have 14-inch cocks.
No.
No?
Okay. You got to something.
I know I don't have one. You're kind of brown, but you're borderline black. So there's a... Okay.
That's to be determined for a day.
Anyway, so what I was saying is I heard that for every basic shortcoming you have, $100,000 a month will solve that shortcoming. So basically...
Literally a shortcoming.
Yeah. So if I'm less than 6 foot tall, then and I make $100,000, for example, then
you gotta make more money.
Right. Then you got to make an extra $100,000 to basically now delete that from being an issue in someone's head.
Correct.
And then if you're fat and can't see your cock,
you
got to make another $100,000. So that means there's a lot of short, fat guys running around Miami.
That make $300,000.
Yeah, that needs to be making $300,000. So if you ever see a short, fat guy running around in Miami with a hot chick,
$300,000
now
minimum.
That's $300,000 minimum. Usually that's why they have boats.
That's why you start getting a boat.
The yacht size usually dictates the. Anyways,
boy. All right.
So this was a good opener to this.
That was a great opener.
Anyways,
plenty of sound
so
bites.
last week we talked about, and we're gonna get to Monterey Car Week because there was a lot to cover.
So much
such
stuff. A good car week.
Yeah. Such a good car week.
A really
good car week. Yeah. So let's talk about the ACC because I think that's we talked about that last week. I said I don't remember the name. Let's put that on. So this is important because there's two pieces of information this week that are on the business money side, and this is REVONOMICS. So we talk about
it is REVONOMICS.
We talk about cars, but we talk about the money, which matters a lot. So the reason this matters a lot is because I keep saying there's this thing going on in the space where there's a shift in the way the markets work, generally speaking. And I think this is really important because for 5 months, for 3 years, I've been talking about how much the EV model is changing the industry and people do not want EVs.
No, they don't.
They don't. And what was really funny is Europe is pushing the EV thing. The US has kind of pulled back from it, saying, we don't really... I mean, pulled back in the sense that they're not saying you have to be EV.
And the tax credits are gone.
Right, exactly.
Which is wild.
So, which is good in a way. I think that's a good thing. But I think one thing that's really interesting here, Europe is saying only 17% of cars sold are EVs, meaning they literally have data saying people don't want this crap.
No, they don't.
Right. Nobody wants this crap.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
What I've always said is since obviously Elmo is so tied into the government, why don't they just make all government and police vehicles EV? Make that'll offset all the carbon footprint. Because that cop that sits in the corner by my house, he never turns that thing off.
Well, they can also make semi trucks EVs.
Yeah.
Like Amazon trucks EVs.
Stuff that's, the Amazon ones are because they're Rivians.
The stuff that's running everywhere, the stuff that's running day in and day out. Yeah. And then I don't know why you need to make every car EV. But anyway, so they're basically saying that if Europe goes full EV, because they're supposed to go on a ban soon, it's very soon, it's like 10 years.
Jesus. Yeah, their new policy.
And they don't have the infrastructure
to do it.
They don't have anything to do it. This is the same thing the US saw as, I don't know why it's going to happen, but nonetheless, they're saying this is an impossible junction of money / like capacity.
Yeah.
And yet they're still pushing for it. So he's saying that the whole European market will collapse in terms of cars.
How many of the European car companies have like solid EVs?
No, but I mean, listen, they
No one
all
really
have
has
EVs, but people don't want them. It's not a question of like there's an ESQ, like there's the Mercedes equivalent
Yeah.
to every line of Mercedes.
Yeah, that's
as a
true. They have
hybrid,
one, and no one buys them.
Nobody buys it.
Wait, but what about the Cadillac? Because people buy the shit out of those.
So Cadillac has done a really good job
That
with their
Lyric is
EVs.
awesome.
So the argument is, so this is a really good question. Is it that people don't want EVs or they don't like what they're being offered as EVs? Because maybe they're just shit, right?
They look like crap.
I mean, listen, the Rolls-Royce Spectre was a piece of shit. Like, I got one, like when it first came out, I ordered one, then I canceled one when I drove it. It was completely fucking fucked up. So that's an example of like a manufacturer that could have done really well with EV because nobody cares what a Rolls-Royce sounds like. You don't even want to hear it. Like, you don't want to hear anything inside or outside.
Downpipes on the Rolls
The
Royce.
pedal feel was weird. The tech was weird. Everything about it was weird. And I was like, it just doesn't feel like Rolls-Royce. It feels like a Honda with like nice leather inside. And I was like, it's just fucking stupid.
That's also the thing. How do you differentiate a luxury premium EV? Because it's just, that's how it works.
So, but I'll tell you something that Bugatti got right. And this is maybe where they'll have to find their thing. Just because the car is EV does not mean it has to become high tech. And I think the problem is manufacturers are making everything high tech. Like they believe that because it's EV, it needs to have a big screen, it needs to have the mirror the Tesla elements, and it needs to have a lot of technology.
Like the SF90, all the haptic buttons and shit.
Like it doesn't need to do that. You can still create great cars that have hybrid or EV-based platforms, but don't lose the mechanical or art-like form of driving.
True.
Like the Tourbillon's a good example. Nothing inside is digital. Like everything looks like mechanical and nice and beautiful. Yeah. Even if it has or supposed to have a hybrid drivetrain, it doesn't matter. Like the Revuelto, like the tech sucks, even though it's supposed to be high tech. It's terrible. But the feeling, the driving feeling is 10 times ahead of the SF90. And yet, I think that's the thing, is like they just have to figure out this balance that just because you have an EV car does not mean you need like a giant screen, 600 pounds of tech on it or anything else. So it just doesn't work in my opinion. And it's just, I think it's shot to shit. So I just want to say one more time that, you know, I think we make it adamantly true here on the channel that, you know, if you drive a Tesla, you're gay. Now, it's going to be hard to say that if you drive an EV, you're gay, because obviously that would mean half the planet, which there has been talks that everyone is slightly gay inside. Gay? Yeah, like there is that gayness
like
inside.
A base level gay?
Yeah, and listen, that's okay, right? Like no one's forcing you to come out of the closet. You can be gay in your Prius or in your Tesla.
Stay in your closet.
Or eat your banana with a spoon, like we demonstrated last time.
Absolutely.
This is true.
This is just ways to do things.
You know, but I'm just saying that if the world goes full electric, will the world go full gay? That's a pretty pretty good point to hammer on.
Hammer on.
You get it?
Hammer on. But yeah, maybe. But there'll still be the big like V8. No, those guys are gay too.
Yeah, exactly.
I just thought about it.
I'm telling you, everybody has that gayness inside.
If you really think about the car culture, it's like we just impress a bunch of other dudes.
Exactly.
Man.
Yeah, guys buy cars
to impress other dudes. Because girls don't. Do you guys care about that my car has downpipes and a tune? See, I told you.
Yeah.
I told you. They don't give a shit.
Definitely, I agree.
So this ACC thing.
All right, so apparently the economy slowed down, and no one wants to talk about this.
What?
Yes.
The economy slowed?
Yes.
When the hell did that happen?
Apparently tariffs were a really bad idea. I mean, we couldn't have told this to anyone out there.
Wait,
ever.
Hold on. You said this in a video.
I said this like 100 times over that...
It's a bad idea?
Yeah, it's a terrible idea.
Awful idea.
It's a terrible idea.
It's a terrible idea.
You know, I understand what they want to do, but I don't think they understood. Yeah, I see what you did.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's a terrible. Yeah. Anyways, this is what we deal with here. Like,
all day, every day.
This is. You see, we all are failed Def Comedy Jam like actors, and things did not work out. So
I think you and I could have made Def Comedy Jam, not Mark.
I don't even think people know what Def Comedy Jam is. There's kids watching this right now that are like, what is that? They didn't even see a TV in the 90s. They don't understand what that's like.
Remember the fighting game, Def Comedy?
Yeah. I'm telling you, so much stuff has led to where we are today. But the ACC has a huge problem because, well, they have a 1.7 review on Google, which that by itself is a problem.
Oof.
But the larger problem is that they're now about to cut off a lot of lending. And this is, usually a sign that the automotive industry is going in a recession. But the problem, we're not talking about like Ferraris going in a recession. We're talking about
Honda,
the entire main market of cars.
That's a completely different ballgame.
So remember, during the financial collapse of 2008, it wasn't because the rich people were impacted and large homes became worth
because everybody else was impacted.
Exactly.
That's
because the mass market was impacted. So this is a really bad move if it continues and they don't have an alternative to that. And we know, and we saw this in Monterey Car Week, and we're going to continue talking about it now, but Monterey Car Week had records over records for cars sold.
Insanity.
And the numbers are insane.
You always say, there's more money. Every day there's more money
than you
yesterday.
ever imagined.
More people are richer than ever.
$26 million for an SP3, for the final SP3, I guess, in the ugliest two-tone color made in history with Ferrari. And Ferrari apparently sues people when they put bad wraps on their cars. So the fact that Ferrari themselves thought putting a giant Ferrari logo in the middle of a Ferrari by just saying it's a Ferrari somehow was a good idea. Someone at Ferrari should sue someone else at Ferrari for being retarded.
It's like the Puerto Ricans with the Puerto Rican flag. It's like, we get it.
Yeah, it's like, we know it's a Ferrari. Everybody knows it's a Ferrari.
We get you're Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, like, what the fuck is this? Can you put it up on the screen so people can see this?
That's exactly what I'm doing because
that's crazy. Like, first off, that's got to be one of the ugliest cars, I think, color schemes. The SP3 is one of the prettiest cars Ferrari's
ever made. It's actually a really nice car. I got to ride in one not too long ago.
Very nice. This is what should have been the LaFerrari.
Ferrari SP3. There we go.
This should have been the LaFerrari replacement. Not that new F80. I don't know what that is. That looks like a hybrid car. This SP3 is
there. It is. Look at
generally beautiful, but I think that
I guess general is a hard term to go with up there. You want to go with generally beautiful? Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, look at this. It's gorgeous, except that Ferrari thing in the middle. Why does it need to say Ferrari on it? Like, I don't understand that part.
I don't know what's going on here, man. It's pictures of this thing.
Yeah, like, it's half carbon.
Look at that. It says Ferrari.
And it's just unnecessary. Like, it's such a good color scheme if you remove that Ferrari and you make it half carbon with half the car painted. Like, it's just really pretty.
Yeah, even the two-tone works. Just not the Ferrari.
Exactly. It's just unnecessary.
It's a Ferrari.
Yeah, it's unnecessary. Whatever. So we know the brand's going down the toilet, but somehow $26 million for this, which is insane. And we saw every car basically bring in record numbers. I will say GT2 RS 2018 brought record numbers in black. 500s, 550. So
Why suck, right?
Yeah, but that car, just to be clear, that car was actually sold by someone I know. So I know the owner that sold that car. And I've been saying for 12 months, GT2 RS market, going to 600. So here's a black car, not even something special, not like some CXX crazy like option car. Here's a black car, and it's bringing 550. Now, we don't want to discriminate against black cars, but at the end of the day,
see what you did there.
Yeah, you see what I did? But it's generically black, meaning it is not a PTS baby blue car that
doesn't speak Spanish or Italian.
Yes, and it could have been 700K if it was PTS. And so my point is
what
that
color?
Even like a Messiah blue or something like weird that you haven't seen, a Brewster green or something.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
It would have brought huge money. But I thought that was huge money as is because you can go on Auto Trader right now and you can probably buy one for around 500. We know auctions are higher, but the point that I'm trying to make is that's where it's headed. And a lot of people are ignoring this, thinking that, the market's going to crash. It's going to go back to 3. It's not.
Not the car market.
It's not that car market.
Not that car market.
The regular car market, sure. G-Wagons are dropping, whatever. Who gives a shit? Like, it's not.
But that car market, I don't see it going back down to.
No, because two things I noticed, and let's talk about Monterey Car Week because I think we have a lot to talk about and what was at Monterey, right?
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was a lot, dude. But I want to say two things about Monterey, and then we can talk about the actual cars at Monterey.
Monterey sucks.
No, I think actually Monterey is a really good show. I think it's always filled with shenanigans. Alex Joy was beating up a guy or someone.
Yeah,
was trying to hit a Rolls
his new
Royce
P1 is nice.
That's cute.
I can't get mad at it. It's nice.
But the point is, I don't know if you saw that video he posted. Someone hit a Rolls Royce, some old guy, and he went and jumped him or something. I don't know. Someone jumped someone.
What?
It's all this crap happens over there. But
young people with money.
No, it's always the rich people without money. It's always the old people without money that basically go after seeing a bunch of young people drive cars, and they get very like, I need to get through that hole over there, and I'm gonna put my Kia through it, even though I know there's a Rolls Royce there, and I don't care that I hit it. Fuck that guy. And it's like whatever. So it's always the poor people
And
that
you're
cause
calling Jake
the
from
largest
State Farm.
ruckus. Yeah.
Ruckus.
Yeah, ruckus.
It's a
Always.
good word. Ruckus.
So, but here's what I noticed in Monterey Car Week, and you can tell me if that was true or not. What dominated Car Week was either old and super, like, iconic cars, like old, like F40, F50s, you know, like stuff like that. That's already been out.
Yeah.
Or this is for the first time ever, Restomods.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of them.
There was a lot.
There was a lot of them.
A lot. And what people share the most were those Restomods.
There was one that I walked by, and the guy had to tell me
what it was.
It was that blue one that I sent you. That there's a 935, and then he's like, "That's a full 997." I was like, "Get the fuck out!"
Yeah. So Restomods are interesting because it brings us back to again, people don't like what manufacturers are creating. And that means they're going backwards to what they had created.
Yeah.
But also they're doing something else too, which I think is really important. There's a lot of new car manufacturers that are entering the market without dealer support.
Okay.
So so think about, like, I just bought a Gunter Works. That's something that was pretty prominent there. Like they had their new slant nose car, right? Like they just released this. They've had a lot of cool cars for a while. They've always been $1 million plus cars.
There was a green one there.
Singer's a $2.5 million car.
DLS, yeah.
Yeah. So, but the point I'm trying to make is, there was a time where we looked at these cars as the exception, like you're exceptionally different, and like you probably will never own one.
Now it's gone the other way.
Yeah. Now it's starting to become, wow, this is another option, and soon it's going to be the better option if manufacturers don't keep making better cars.
Like the Resvani.
Yeah. That
sounds
shit
more
that shit's weird.
thing?
I know the Resvani guy, I think he's drunk or something. Like I think he's Persian too. Like every time he builds something, he always fucks it up by one thing. Like he built this.
He goes
like,
one too far.
Yeah, no, like he built this perfect fucking beautiful GT1 or whatever the fuck that you saw his car. It's like crazy Martini, and it's like
the Martini car. That's
and
just actually kind of.
It's really pretty, and it's $200K over the donor car, which means you could be in the car for $500K, which is really good, seeing that the Gunter costs 1.3 and some of these other cars cost $2 to $4 million. But think about it. That's very, very good
That's
looking.
what the front looks like?
Yeah, but that's very good looking for $500,000.
Yeah, that is.
But do you know what he did to fuck that up?
What?
There's no manual in it because he's using a 992 platform. So it's basically going into, hey, I'm building like basically a 992 with a body kit. If he would have built this off of a manual,
With a stick, what?
it would have been a home run at $700,000.
We keep saying that. Like, there's certain cars that we keep saying that they should listen to us.
But it's just one thing away from just working. And that's the problem with this versus a Gunter Works or versus like some of these singers or what they do. They don't do anything really that iconic. They just rebuild the cars based on the same chassis and they make it prettier. Yeah, exactly.
We'll have some fun.
And it's the recipe for good sales and good dollars. And I think that people are starting to finally say, even though there's no dealership for it, even though there's no support, I have a shop that can fix it. I know a guy, if I can get the parts, that can do it.
So let me have a support
I'm not
network.
going to dealer anyways. Like, I won't even take my Bugatti dealership, even if it's due for some crazy service.
Because all they do is to get you there.
Dude, last time I took my Bugatti for service, we did the blowjob calculator. It was like 85 fucking grand. And it took like, it took 3.5 months to do something that literally the shop next to me could have done in 4 days.
Yeah.
So, and for like a third of the price. So like I think about that and I go, yeah, it's not that special anymore. No one gives a shit about the Volkswagen parts that are in it. If you can get the parts, you can basically
everything
fix the
but
car.
the engine.
Yeah, like you
can
don't
find it on another car.
I don't understand like why these things are getting out of control and why manufacturers won't pay attention. But back to Car Week.
Back to Car Week.
A lot of what was your favorite highlight from Car Week?
Well, it's gonna be your favorite highlight. We have the same favorite highlight.
Okay.
That S1 LM, man. That thing is.
I don't think there's ever been a more beautiful car in the world. This is the most
Dude,
beautiful car.
Come on.
This has to be the most beautiful, iconic car ever created. It has, again, one flaw. Can you guess what it is?
What is it? Didn't come in the manual.
That it's not going to be a flaw that people agree with because someone out there is going to say, well, that's not the purpose of this. But
yes, it is.
This is a 3-seater. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what does that remind you of? The original F1?
F1, which I was standing next to all weekend.
But back in the day, no one was getting blowjobs in an F1. You see? But now, you're the only guy in the front holding your dick in your hand.
Oh, no.
Literally driving your $15 million car, and you got 2 hot bitches sitting on the side.
We only call them bitches because we don't know their names.
Yeah. And then they can't do anything to you. They're too far from you.
Yo, I didn't even think about that like
so
that.
Now you're basically in the situation where you're alone.
Wow.
Literally holding your joystick by yourself.
Look,
in the front of the car.
How do you? And then the horn.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't.
You can't do anything.
That's unfortunate.
There are guys putting 2 girls in the side seat of a Bugatti that get it.
Yeah.
Whoever drives this ain't going to be doing that.
Maybe
you ain't getting shit.
You get a handy dandy, maybe.
Yeah. Well,
if
no,
she's a
I don't
lefty.
think so, because with the power, it's impossible that you just reach. Yeah, exactly. Like you're in the seat and not going to work.
Yeah. Wow, that's unfortunate. We gotta get into these boardrooms.
We got to talk to these people about how to build cars, because the purpose of cars, I think, is changing significantly. And I think that, well, maybe it's changing for us, but anyways. So this is the most beautiful. To give them
Look
credit.
At that, man.
This was the most beautiful car I think I've ever seen. And if I had 15 million, because I don't pretend I have 15 million. I don't have 15 million for a car, for one car. And that's kind of a problem for me, because now it's forcing me to want to get richer.
And you've got 1,000 messages about this for sure. Hey, PJ, you should buy this.
This is the nicest car I've ever seen someone build in the last 10 years.
It's a natural, like you look at it, you're like, that's exactly what the car would look like.
Yeah,
if I had to guess, I'd be like, yep.
And when
exactly
he came out with his first one, his T50 or whatever,
T50,
I thought that thing was ugly as fuck. I mean, it had like a little fan in the back and thing. Yeah. It just looked like a rocket on crack. Like
it was just meant to be. It was meant to be wow factor.
If this is the evolution of that, kudos. And I think that this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen on the road. Man. Anywhere. I don't care.
Absolutely gorgeous.
This is maybe worth riding solo in the front and not getting blowjobs, because like you would actually enjoy the car. You know, like the car might be enjoyable enough, like to actually not worry about.
Or they follow you in the Cullinan.
That's the way it should be, no matter what.
So when I get tired of driving the fucking car, all right, someone take this and let me get a blowjob in the car.
But at 15 million, it's hard to let someone else do it. On the other side, though, we saw Lamborghini brought out a useless car. I don't know why they brought this out. Like,
it's called the Phenomenal.
Okay, so first off, I'm a huge Lamborghini fan. I love Lamborghini, everything Lamborghini. I've ordered every Lamborghini. I have to
point out that her helmet matches the car.
Whose helmet?
The people in the photo.
Yeah.
There's a girl in the back with the helmet. Okay, you gotta see it. But anyway, so that you were saying?
No, I'm saying this is ugly.
It's super ugly.
I don't understand. Like a Revolta looks better than this.
What's the purpose of? The thing is, they're releasing so many cars now. Because before it was.
So rumor has it. There's a rumor, and I don't know if it's true or not, that Lamborghini can't figure out if the Revolta is a future. So they've basically been waiting to see this car so they can build a new Aventador replacement that's not the Revolta in 2027 and run from there with the SV, SVJs, and all these like variations. So apparently, at the beginning, Revolta was supposed to be the transition to Aventador. But now there's a rumor that they're doing another car, another V12, and that the Revolta will no longer be that car. So they will make the Revolta what the SF90 was and basically build what a 296 variant is for the real replacement. So, it could do a couple of things. You could make a Revolta a mini hypercar like the Senna. It could also make it like basically a worthless car that nobody wants to pursue because they don't pursue the tech. Yeah, it could be Artura is abandoned, but Artura is an entry product. Revolta is a flagship product.
They abandoned the hell out of that car.
Which they should have, because it was a garbage platform. And it was a good-looking garbage platform. But when you look at the Revolta, which is actually a good platform, it has its flaws. It's not a great car. It's got issues. But this is fucking ugly. And maybe if I see it in different colors, but it looks like a boxed-up version of a Centenario that fucked the Revolta.
Ooh.
And somehow
Angrily.
They had an ugly ass baby and it got deported.
Whoa.
I know. Yeah. Well, I don't know about by ice, but it got deported and then it got brought back and it looked like that.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know. This is a terrible.
My thing is that Lamborghini had a formula before. They had their car. They would give you one funky fucking car. So they would give you, was it the Reventon? And then you got the Aventador. And then the Aventador they made.
But they're going to build, that's the problem.
Yeah, it's some bullshit.
Well, this is the beginning of the future. So the thing I said in my video, if the Revolta was the future, it would be great. If this becomes the future, now we have a very different look on what to expect from design language.
Yeah,
and this is
way different.
Very, very different design language wise. And I don't know that it does a better job. And I think this is what I was saying earlier when I said that manufacturers just do not seem to understand the future
They don't like
for their customers. Like they just seem to be in a very confused state between EV, non-EV, hybrid, what design, what tech, and everything in between. But anyways, so let's take a quick break, and we have a lot more to cover after the break.
Yeah.
What if selling a watch could be as easy as a cup of coffee? Introducing Grailsy.com. A few pieces of information, a few high-quality images uploaded, bids and offers rolling in the next few days. A pleasant alert that your watch has now sold. A simple shipment to our authentication center. A simple and fast payment into your account. List your first watch for free at Grailsy.com.
So before this, we had some, pretty tough, I think, comments for Lamborghini.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that I really like Lamborghini. I really hope they can get their shit together because I hate Ferrari and I don't like Porsche. So as a brand, I would hope that we don't lose Lamborghini to shenanigans and stupid shit. So hopefully,
corporate bullshit.
Countach was gorgeously
love that car.
Overpriced, fine, very pretty.
You're paying for the
pretty. If you're gonna make something expensive, just make it pretty. I think learn from Gunter Works, right? They make beautiful looking cars. Singer make beautiful looking cars.
Not the fastest cars in the world.
No, exactly. They don't need to be great experiences, great money, But, we were talking about short and fat earlier and being rich being the only downside. And then we see this.
That guy's got 9 figures for sure.
Yeah.
Look how short that guy is.
Okay, that guy's rich as fuck.
Absolutely.
I don't know who that is.
Neither do I.
Okay. Do we even know who that guy is?
That guy.
Do we know if he's rich as fuck? Or he's
car's
got to be
$50
rich as fuck.
million.
No, it's going to be more. He said he turned down 100, which I don't believe either. I think that's part of the fake news of the car world.
Fake news.
There is so much fake news in the car world.
Because they're just manipulating the fucking market.
Exactly. All day, every day, they just launch bullshit pretending to be.
So I heard a story. Want to hear a story from Car Week?
Yeah, of course.
So I heard a story from Car Week that they were trying to auction off a car, and the auction system went to shit. So they had to fucking back the auctions off for the rest of the fucking the rest of the auction. They had to cancel it because the auction would go 5 million. 8 million, 9 million, 10 million, 20 with nothing in between. And they went, multiple auctions did that. So a bunch of cars didn't sell because they were getting fucked off because of that.
Well, but this guy.
Look how short this guy is.
Not very good looking. Unless you wanted to date an elf, I'm short.
Shouldn't he be at the North Pole?
I don't know who that is. I hope he's nobody important because we're going to get canceled. But nonetheless.
That guy?
This guy has one of the hottest cars there, right? It won number
hands
1.
Down,
yeah,
50 GT.
Yeah, for old shit, that's great. And that hairstyle, I don't think matters when you have that kind of money.
When you have that kind of money, you can get up and go, you know what I'm going to do today? Whatever the fuck I want.
I don't think I could pull that off.
No.
If I tried to do my hair like that, on the side, it just wouldn't work, I don't think I would ever get laid. I don't even think my own wife would fuck me.
Anyone that you paid would fuck you.
I think they'd be forced to. That's the point.
Well, yeah, because you're paying them.
Yeah, you're paying them.
It's kind of how work. That's kind of how work works.
All right.
The guy's name. They got a watch with it too. A perpetual date just 36.
A perpetual date
just 36 that goes with the car.
Wow, that's gay as fuck.
It's super gay.
Out of all the watches they could have linked to a $100 million watch, they linked the date just to it, the most basic, stupid fucking Rolex you can buy at the store for $10,000.
I don't cause the shits. I just stir them.
Yeah, that just doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make fucking sense.
They gave him a date just.
Date just.
What is he gonna do? Gift it to his fucking 8-year-old?
It's gonna 8-year-old birthday party.
Yeah, it's I don't want this shit.
You see? Did you watch the session?
Yeah, I would bury this shit in a time capsule and be like, this is the type of stupid shit people wore 30 years later, so that to see how people would feel. But where the world's going, I'd be afraid people actually would be like, oh, I wear an Apple Watch. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, let's just move on past this. Anyways, this isn't going anywhere. So Lexus introduced
this beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
That is gorgeous.
LFA, beautiful looking car. Drove like dog shit. Sounded great.
It did. It was such a great sounding.
I would argue it didn't get popular till Paris Hilton came out of it and showed her pussy, which was...
It's $500,000.
Yeah.
In 2006...
It was $450,000 MSRP.
In 2010.
Yeah.
That's insanity. What's that money now?
Well, but the argument was, I've gone past this whole that was insanity to him because Ford came out with a $60,000 Mustang in 2000, and that was fucking retarded.
Yeah.
So that was crazy at the time.
And you have
They came out with a Ford GT for 200 grand, like 170 grand, 130, 140 grand, whatever. Yeah, that's it. So again, nobody was buying them. They were selling them for 90 grand.
Yeah.
Like, crazy, right? Like now looking at it.
The market's wild on those now.
Exactly. And now the new GTD, 480 grand.
This shit is dope.
480 grand for mine.
That shit is dope.
After spec.
I saw it in person. That shit is dope as fuck.
Yeah. So which really pisses me off. The fact that someone actually did almost the near
damn.
Almost. It's not the same color, but like I literally asked the lady for like, I still think I can change it, but I asked the lady for like literally 20 minutes on the phone. I was like, did anybody do any variation in this? And she's like, no, they haven't used this paint or this color. And I'm like, okay. And then you send me that picture from Car Week that like someone has like almost the identical car that I ordered. And I got so fucking pissed. And yet it looks so good that I don't even know if I want to cancel it or not.
It is. Why would I hate when it does this?
Because I'm thinking in my heart now I might want to cancel it because I'm like, I'm not sure that like.
It's such a pretty car.
I think it was a great color for that car. It was a really good idea to do it in that
they
color.
did a really good job with that car. I don't know why I can't open this image right now.
But that's, like this is basically almost the identical spec that I did on my car.
Dude, I walked by it and
Except not the exact paint.
Not the exact paint, but I walked by it and I was like, wait a minute. And I look at it, I was like, get the hell out of here. They did a fucking Ruby Star Mustang.
I know, and I felt so stupid. I was like, should I cancel it? It's like
No.
25, 30 grand for the paint.
Well, Jesus Christ. That's a lot of money.
I know, for Mustang, right?
What's
Crazy.
PTS cost on like
The same shit. It's like it's like 8-9 grand. Like I don't understand.
ridiculous.
Like why is Ford charging 3 times Porsche's money for a fucking
I was
color?
told this is a dealer principle. It's had this car for a while already though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's out there.
Yeah.
So the point is it's out there.
We gotta
So
find a new color
You got to
now.
try something that's not out there. That no
Is
one
yours
has.
have the stripe?
Yeah.
What if you do?
Well, you have to do the stripe. If you don't do the stripe, it's 20 G's more.
But then that's how you make it different. Ruby Star the whole car.
No, you can't do that because that performance series, you need the carbon hood and all this stuff.
Well-
Just the stripe makes it cheaper, like 30 grand or
They're
something.
just fucking everything.
But anyway, so that sucks for me because now someone else did a pink car. So I can't be the pinkiest guy going out there, But I guess I'll have to survive. All right, so so Lexus back with their LFR.
Such a pretty
Amazing
car,
car.
man. I love
Amazing
that.
car.
V8 twin turbo. with-
Someone told me this was electric, so I lost my shit.
No, I think it's gonna be V8 twin turbo with hybrid assist.
Okay, I hope it has a motor
I hope so.
because if it sounds like a vacuum cleaner, Lexus is done.
But it sounds like a vibrator.
Yeah, I mean Lexus will be done if
Well,
they
it
don't
has
have
it has exhaust fucking ports.
Yeah, but the M4 also has
That's true.
right, like
You're right.
audio coming out of the thing. That's like someone put a CD in the car to make it sound good.
Can
like,
I get an updated CD?
Can you imagine if you're banging your wife and you have an orgasm machine next door that's making the noises because she's not? This is the same thing.
noise
like,
for her or for me?
No, I mean imagine
I'd be
you're banging
singing.
your wife and you have to put on Spotify with orgasm noises to actually feel you're in the moment because your wife can't orgasm.
Oh,
Like,
that's not good.
it doesn't make sense. So because it doesn't make sense, I'm just arguing that this is the same with a car that has no noise, and then you put artificial noise through the speakers.
You can't fool me.
Well,
I know you're faking
yeah,
it,
but
lady.
it's just terrible.
Her leg didn't do the twitch thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
I know you're
if
faking.
yeah,
The
exactly.
fuck?
If they're not shaking, it ain't real.
It's
Anyways,
pretty though. I give it
yeah.
that. That's a good successor to what they have going on. The color choice is a little weird, but it works. I like it. It's a very pretty.
No,
car.
I think it's a very pretty car.
Would you buy it?
Yeah. If it's not an electric car, I will buy this.
Nice.
100%.
With it.
Right.
Cool.
I owned an LFA before. The wing broke. It was so expensive. And I hated driving it, so I sold it
The wing
immediately.
broke on the Toyota.
Like the actuator thing is just terrible. There were 2 cars where the same wing broke at the exact same time I had. SL65 Black Series, complete piece of shit.
Yeah, those things were.
That
funky.
thing, what a piece of shit that was.
It was such a funky, weird looking car too.
19 turns to get out of my driveway. Like it just doesn't make
like
any
10
sense.
feet wide,
Yeah,
too.
it just doesn't make sense. And the LFA was the second one. The only person that built a really hot LFA was Ben at Will's Boutique. They
Yeah,
built this
his was dope.
PBSLM like looking thing. It's just fucking amazing with exhausters.
It sounds so good.
Good sounding car.
Great
Drives
sounding
like
car.
shit.
But
you know?
that's the purpose of the car.
Yeah.
They were like, this car is gonna sound awesome.
Yeah, I just
And they
didn't
did
get it. You know, I didn't get it. Didn't enjoy it. So.
How's the market on those right now?
They're actually going to pop again. I think they're doing about 800 now. They'll pop to like 1 million, I think, very soon. I think that because of this release, we'll do 1 million.
Okay.
Now, the argument is this is probably going to come out to be $1 million. Like when it comes out, it'll have to with inflation. It'll
With
be
the
like
market,
800 to a million.
What are the-
No. I'm saying 800 million MSRP.
For a Lexus,
Yeah.
a Toyota.
But bro, back when you were doing 400K MSRPs, the leading flagship car was 60 grand. So just to be clear,
True.
like it was a 60 grand car when you have 400K car. So now you have cars that are Lexuses that are like 130K.
Starting.
Right, 130K
Yeah.
for like flagship, like, normal like SUVs or LS, whatever, or sedans. So yeah,
That's right.
I don't
the
think we're far.
LS600 is like 130 grand.
I don't think we're far from 800K, 900K prototype cars.
Because that was the biggest thing with the GTR, remember? 80
I
grand
have
for a
said this
GTR.
over and over that the world's getting so expensive.
Everything is so fucking expensive.
I went to fucking have kebabs.
Mm-hmm.
It was usually $52 for family platter. Like I was ordered the same thing. I was over order. $75 for the same fucking thing. Then I went to a pasta somewhere else where I always have pasta. It used to be $30. And that's $59 for the same pasta. So like I don't give a shit, which it doesn't change. Like if gas goes to like $6 a gallon, nothing changes for me.
I saw gas for $5.83 in California.
No. We had this here, like fucking in the middle of Boca, it's like $5.50. So the problem is, once you see the price, like even when the barrels of oil get free and they can't give them away, price doesn't come down at the pump. You don't get a week of like, this is 10 cents gas, go fill up all your cars. You don't get anything. So it's the same thing with cars. Porsche is not going backwards and saying, oh, in 2 years when the market comes back down, it's now 80 grand MSRP
You're
for a car.
never going to get a sub $100,000 Porsche.
Exactly. So how are people supposed to like even get in this game anymore? Like, unless you're like rich, you're fucked. Like the price of entry of Bugattis, like I tried to buy a Mistral this week. A Mistral, like sitting on the ground in France. It needs to come here. There's a tariff of 1.4 million euros on the car to get it here.
On top of
1.4 million on a 5.8 million euro.
$7.2 million for a fucking car. That's insanity.
That's all the profit of the car.
Yeah.
Basically, the entire profit of the car is not in the tariff. So
you're taking a bath on the thing.
I mean, you're either taking a bath or there's no benefit to owning it anymore where it used to. So what I'm saying is, like, if the cost of entry for a hypercar is now $5 million, well, even the middle or the rich working class isn't growing
that fast
at the rate that these things are becoming. They're becoming untouchable. Like they're not going to produce as many of anything anymore, which is normal because the economy's not that strong. But they're also now getting impossible for people to play to participate.
Yeah.
Like they're just like the regular guys. That's why the used car market is going to roof, because if you think about a Huracan at 200 grand, it's now a fucking bargain because in 3 years a Maxima is going to cost 75 grand. Yep. So at that point you're like, I'd rather have a Huracan than a Maxima. So it doesn't even make sense. So I think that people are about to hurt a lot more than they expect.
I think so.
I think rates coming down are going to destroy. It's going to make things even worse.
We've gone too far already. Like we're past the point of fixing what's
and I don't know. I don't see the writing on the wall. I see prices continuing to grow for collector cars to levels that we've never even thought possible. It's a scarcity thing. There's so few of them. I think the LP640s are about to pop hard. Those are going to become 600, 700, 800K soon. Diablos are going to go up. All this old shit, 355s are about to pop hard. 993s are going to pop hard. So all of these cars are so far out there, and I think that people aren't realizing. They're just not realizing what's coming.
So like the barrier of entry is almost becoming the Corvette now, because even that's 100
and that's something we haven't talked about.
Yeah.
One of the prettiest cars at Car Week was a fucking Corvette. A Corvette. What the fuck? And it'll never look like that by the time it hits mainstream.
6 hillbillies in Detroit somewhere.
And it will never look like that by the time it hits the market.
They always do that.
They always do that. They give you the greatest fucking thing. And here's the other argument. Is a Corvette really a Corvette if it starts to cost
100 grand
or more? Because the ZR1's 200 grand. So think about like the idea of that. Like
a Z06 is 140.
Yeah, but the ZR1X is supposed to be 200 grand. So like the argument is it a Corvette anymore?
No.
If it's unaffordable.
No, it's a suit.
And if they build a super hyper Corvette that's like not even a Corvette, like it looks like anything they're doing, and it's $1 million, the argument is that even a Corvette? Meaning, like, is it America's sports car, like you can reach it, or you got to go drive a Mustang EcoBoost and, basically look at the Corvette only if you're already a millionaire and have all these cars.
It just makes it.
So, I don't know if brokies will still support the Corvette once the price goes to that quarter, because then they're like, oh, the Corvette's running laps around your Lambo. Okay, but it's the same price.
Yeah.
So and it looks like doesn't look as good as a Lambo. So like, what's the point? Like, at that point, like.
So then, well, when you shift that higher up market, the Corvette, what car comes out under it now? Like,
they'll come up with the retarded cousin the same way the Cayenne had the Macan. Everyone has a retarded cousin at home. Yeah, it's like the car with the Down syndrome, that looks retarded.
That's Bobby.
I know, yeah, it's just terrible.
Just say hi to him. Just say hi to Bobby. It's okay.
Yeah, it's like the model with a really pretty body and a shitty face.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Unfortunately.
All right, so, and the last thing we got to cover.
Your boy.
Yeah, I know.
Your boy. What the fuck is your boy doing?
I have a lot of respect for Supercar Ron, and I think this was an amazing marketing stunt. Amazing. And I think it actually looks cool. I don't know that I would ever drive the car.
Look at him.
Yeah. So I don't think that this is, I actually think it's very pretty. And I give him massive credit for actually driving his cars. Yeah. And for fucking with Manny Cushman because he sold him the car and he made his license plate Manny's, which is cute. I really like this. I think generally.
It's cool.
I think, one thing I love about this guy on Instagram is he drives the shit out of his cars and does all kinds of crazy shit. He put melon in a car, he put bananas in a Pagani, whatever.
Just drive shit, man.
And he doesn't care. And I love that. And I think he does a lot of stuff with charity. So kudos to him for being the star of Monterey, being able to do something like this on a very cool car. I mean, he's been driving the shit out of that car.
That's good. That's like when they did the Gold Adventure a couple of years ago. You got someone has to do it.
And it's usually Alex Troy doing something stupid. Now he's actually, I think, outclassed monetarily. Like he's got a P1, looks very cute.
That
very nice.
P1 looks good.
Yeah, very cute, but not special.
It's just a blue P1.
The Lazante P1 Spider was fucking nuts with the Golf livery. The Professor.
So I'm gonna say this: they had a 750 LM there, and at first I saw it because I haven't seen that car before. I've seen yours, so I was like, "Oh shit, a Lanzante!" And then I looked and I was like, "That's not a Lanzante."
Yeah, that's the actual McLaren.
That's the actual
LM,
car, and I was like, "Holy crap!" Like it's like right there, minus the wing. The wing is ugly as fuck. I don't like the wing, but I think yours looks better.
Well, it's different. I think that's a production LM, and it's based off a 750, and mine's based off a 765. So I think Lanzante just makes GTR models drivable, basically. So they made a GTR 765 and just called it the LM because of the color scheme.
Color's cool.
Cooler because one of one, but nonetheless, the LM 750, I was going to order one till I saw pricing was in the halves.
Yeah, 520 starting.
And then I decided I was going to order one and sell it, so to piss them off a little bit.
Nice, that's what I'm talking about.
I think it's better that way. Always pissing people off. We're key at that. Anyways, so I think that was a pretty eventful week. Lots of stuff going on, lots of crazy shit going on.
So much cool stuff, yeah. I got to see the W1. Okay.
Okay.
That's all I can say. All right.
Okay.
Cool. It was next to a P1 and an F1.
But this is what I'm saying. It's okay, but then you have the that crazy shit.
That race car.
No, the Gordon Murray thing.
Oh, the Gordon,
I'm saying
S1
that's like holy shit.
Yeah.
And then you have the W1 from McLaren. That's like, okay.
It's all right.
Okay. So that's my point. People are starting to pay attention to these bespoke manufacturers.
Yeah.
And they're seeing that like these guys get us. And these third party, like these famous motorsport, like racing legends with all the money and all the future, they don't get us. They don't understand. They don't understand the industry. They don't understand the people. They don't understand the enthusiasm. Everything around it is about regulation, money, and profit. Yeah. And I think one brand that's done this superbly well is Aston Martin. They've listened to their customers. They've paid attention to design. They've done such a good job across the board. But everyone else just seems to just be going in circles, trying to catch the next wave instead. Like Jaguar went fucking bankrupt over
that. The car was there.
Oh, that weird.
Yeah,
looking,
that weird blue shit was there.
Was anybody taking a photo? I didn't even see a single photo of it in Car Week.
I took more pictures of the fixtures at the dinner than I did of that car.
Okay, yeah, it's terrible. Like, it's terrible, man. Like to build a company for years and then have someone destroyed like that.
Someone got fired on the spot there. Jesus Christ.
We unfortunately didn't have anything this week to measure on the blowjob meter. So
no,
there was nothing that was really
let
costly.
me think of Car Week. No.
Anything optional that was like any crazy
Car
option?
Week? No, not that I can really think of. Like we talked about the crazy ones. Oh, I got to see all those the singers, those things.
Oh, the CZ,
the CZ Zinger.
Yeah,
they're cool.
Cool looking for sure. Different.
Like if you understand that it's just everything is functional.
Yeah,
it's not like this is not meant to be like the prettiest shit in the world. Everything is just supposed to work.
But it's still pretty. It's awesome. It's got a lot of presence. Yeah,
like they had a couple there opened up and shit. super nice. I'll give it that. Really cool.
I wonder if manufacturers are making people go more track-based stuff because they know that the future of driving cars on the road fast is slowly ending. You know, meaning like they're pushing people to be more.
They can also control everything because remember, Ferrari does that with when you own those crazy cars, you're not allowed to take them home.
Yeah, exactly.
So they control everything.
Where to, But I don't know that people like that. Why would anybody want that?
McLaren. That's what McLaren's gonna do with that race car thing.
Well, because they're race cars and they don't want them on the street.
But they're street cars though. That's a street car. That one that I showed you.
So why would they not want that on the street? I don't
understand. It's gonna be just like if you buy like an F50 GT. They keep it at their place and they track it to them. They bring it to you with the support, with the tires, everything. But it's a street car. It's legal. It can drive.
But it's like dating a 10 out of 10 and then being forced to leave her home tired to a bed and then feed her rice and water. That's not okay.
Some people have different definitions of fun.
That's not okay.
We like to play with our toys.
I know, yeah. I don't understand that. Okay. So very bizarre. Definitely some issues here. But anyways, so it's been an eventful week.
Monday the 18th.
We went a little bit longer, yep. So more to come next week. And thanks again for watching. Yeah. Catch
More
you
to
guys next
come.
time.
Later, guys.